Hello my dear students, welcome back to my English literature class. I am Anjana Jindal and today I am going to teach you chapter number 3 of our English literature book of class 4, and the name of our chapter is Henry. So let's enjoy the story. So children, the story which we are going to read today is written by Ruskin Bond. So let's know something about him. Ruskin Bond was born in Kasauli in Himachal Pradesh, India. He has written many poems and stories for children. He got the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. So children, the chapter which we are going to start today is based on one of his writings. So let's enjoy. So children, our chapter's name is Henry. And here, who is Henry? Yes, here Henry is a pet chameleon. Children, this story as a whole, I can say, is written in a very simple and clear language. And the main thing is that it highlights the human-animal relationship in a most funny way. Okay, so we'll have a look into the story and we'll come to know. Okay, so let's see. So children, let's read the story. This is the story of Henry, our pet chameleon. Chameleons are no ordinary reptiles. They are easily distinguished by certain outstanding marks from their nearest relatives, the lizards. So children, this is the story of a pet chameleon named Henry. So children, chameleons are not ordinary reptiles. They have certain outstanding marks, right, by which they can be easily distinguished from their nearest relatives, the lizards. Children, they both look like a little related to each other. Yes or no? Yes. A chameleon's tongue is as long as its body. On its head is a rigid crest which looks like a fireman's helmet. Its limbs are long and slender, and its fingers and toes are more developed than those of other reptiles. Many people believe that the chameleon is a dangerous and poisonous reptile. So children, here the characteristics of a chameleon are told in this paragraph. So the tongue, yeah, you can see the chameleon's tongue. It's as long as its body, isn't it? Yes. And what is on its head? Yes, it's a crest. It's a crest. And it looks like a helmet. Its limbs are long and strong. And the fingers and toes are more developed. Right? Yeah. So it's a common belief of many people that the chameleon is a dangerous and poisonous reptile. So here in this story we'll find what it is. Now, when grandfather was visiting a friend, he came upon a noisy scene at the garden gate. Men were shouting, hurling stones and brandishing sticks. The cause of all this was a chameleon who had been discovered sunning himself on a shrub. The gardener declared that it was a thing capable of poisoning people at a distance of 20 feet. And as a result, the entire household had risen in arms. So children, when the grandfather was visiting one of his friends, he saw the people were making noise at the garden gate. He saw that people were shouting, howling. And then he found out that the reason behind all this was a small chameleon. Yes, there was a small chameleon on a shrub. And the people were busy in shouting, hurling, means throwing stones, shaking or waving sticks, like in order to beat him, like, okay, yeah. And the gardener said that it can poison even at 20 feet. Means even if the people are standing 20 feet away from the chameleon, they can be poisoned. So after listening to this, the people got more afraid. They got more afraid, and the people had risen their arms. Means they got more angry, and they were protesting. They were protesting against the chameleon. Yes. Then grandfather was in time to save the chameleon from certain death and brought the little reptile home. That chameleon was Henry, and that was how he came to live with us. So now after grandfather saw that chameleon was facing problem, no, as the people were trying to kill it, isn't it? They were throwing stones, isn't it? Yeah. So he saved it. He saved the chameleon and brought that little reptile to their home. And that chameleon was none other than Henry. Yes. And that's how it came up to live with them. Henry was a harmless creature. Provided I was patient, Henry was willing to take food from my hands. This he did very swiftly. His tongue was the sort which came back to him with the food and insect attached to it. Before I could realize what had happened, the grasshopper held between my fingers would be lodged between Henry's jaws. So children, here the narrator said that Henry is a harmless creature. He didn't think that Henry is poisonous or he's going to harm anyone. Okay. So he said that Henry is a harmless creature. And he was very patient towards Henry, as he used to feed Henry with his own hands. And what Henry used to do? Yes, Henry also used to enjoy that. He used to take out his tongue and stick the food and put it into his jaws very fastly. Means he used to act so speedily, so swiftly that the narrator could not even realize that what had happened. As he said that the grasshopper, which was there between his fingers, was in no time seen to be stuck into the jaws of Henry. Henry did not cause trouble in our house, but he did create something like a riot in the nursery school down the road. It happened like this. So children, till now we have learned that how Henry came to their house, right? And now we will read that how he created trouble, okay? He created trouble in the nursery school, which was down the road. And we'll get to know the story, okay? So let's see. When the papayas in our garden were ripe, grandmother usually sent a basket of them to her friend Mrs. Ghosh, who was the principal of the nursery school. On this occasion, Henry managed to smuggle himself into the basket of papayas when no one was looking. The gardener dutifully carried the papayas across to the school and took them into Mrs. Ghosh's office. So children, now let's see how the story begins. I mean, how he created trouble in the nursery school. Okay, when the papayas got ripe in the garden, right? Then the narrator's grandmother, she used to send a basket of papayas to her friend. And who was her friend? Yes, Mrs. Ghosh. Mrs. Ghosh, who was the principal of the nursery school. Yes. And then what happened? Yeah. When she was trying to send the papayas by the gardener, then meanwhile, what happened? Meanwhile, Henry managed to smuggle himself. Smuggle means he managed to hide himself secretly into the basket of papayas. Yes. And then the gardener, as doing his duty, he carried that basket to the school and kept in Mrs. Ghosh's office. When Mrs. Ghosh came in after making her rounds, she began admiring and examining the papayas. Out popped Henry. So now, let's see what happened. So children, Mrs. Ghosh, as she was the principal, no? So she used to take rounds, isn't it? As our principal also used to take rounds, no? Yeah, the same way she also used to take rounds. So after finishing her rounds, when she came back to her office, So when she was just looking at the papayas and admiring the papayas, no? So what she found? Yes, she found Henry. Yes, Henry popped out. So let's see what happened next. Mrs. Ghosh screamed. Henry would probably have liked to blush a deep red, but he turned a bright green instead, as that was the color of the papayas. So children, uh, when Mrs. Ghosh saw a chameleon in the basket, she started screaming. Means she started shouting. She got afraid. No, yeah, she got frightened. And Henry would probably have liked to blush a deep red. What does it mean? So children, now here the narrator is making fun. Yeah, that Henry should have blushed. Like, children, when we get afraid, no, so we become red, isn't it? Means our face becomes red, no? Yeah. So he thought that he should become red, right? Instead of that, the chameleon turned itself into a bright green color, as it was the color of the papayas. Yes. Children, the chameleons, they have an ability to change their color. Uh, they can change their color according to their surrounding, or if some danger persists in that situation, then also they can change their color. So Mrs. Ghosh's assistant, Miss Daniels, rushed in, took one look at the chameleon, and joined in the screaming. Henry took fright and fled from the office, running down the corridor and into one of the classrooms. So children, see, as till now, only Mrs. Ghosh was screaming, right? But now, Mrs. Daniels, who was the assistant of Mrs. Ghosh, when she came there and saw the chameleon, she also started screaming along with Mrs. Ghosh. So what happened? So after hearing all the shouting and sensing the trouble, right, Henry got frightened. He sensed that some trouble is going on and all are shouting, like, so he got frightened and he fled from the office, and running down the corridor of the school, he entered one of the classrooms. Now, there he climbed onto a desk while the children ran in all directions, some to get away from Henry, some to catch him. But Henry made his exit through a window and disappeared into the garden. So now children, as Henry entered the classroom, no? Yeah. So what he did there? Yes, he climbed onto a desk and all the children started running here and there, and like some got frightened and running away from Henry, whereas some were trying to catch Henry. But Henry went out through a window and reached the garden and disappeared. So, grandmother heard all about the incident from Mrs. Ghosh, but did not tell her that the chameleon was ours. I did not think Henry would find his way back to us because the school was 3 houses away. But 3 days later, I found him sunning himself on the garden wall, and he readily accepted some food from my hand. So children, then what happened? See, children, as Mrs. Ghosh and the narrator's grandmother, they both were good friends, no? Yeah. So Mrs. Ghosh told all the incident to the grandmother, right? But after listening all that, grandmother did not reveal. She did not reveal the truth that the chameleon who created all that trouble in the school was her pet chameleon. Okay, yeah. And on the other hand, the narrator was thinking that Henry would not be able to come back to them as he went so far from their house, as the school was 3 houses away, no? So for a small chameleon, it's a great distance, no? It's a big distance, means he went far away from their house, right? And also he disappeared there somewhere, no? Yeah. But after 3 days, what he found? Yes, he found Henry. He found Henry on the garden wall, and he was ready to accept some food from the narrator's hand. So happy ending, isn't it? Yeah. So children, this was all about the story Henry, and I hope you all have enjoyed the story well, right? Yeah. So children, from this story we learn that every creature or animal out there is not harmful. Yeah, it's not harmful, it's not necessary. See children, if we are good with them, they too behave good with us. And all of us are the children of nature, no? Yeah. So we all have the right to live in peace and harmony. So children, now it's the time for your home assignment. See children, given below are descriptions of some famous animal characters. Match to them to the animals they describe. So children, here two columns are given, column A and column B. So just in column A, the descriptions of some famous animal characters are given, and in column B, the pictures of those animal characters is given, right? So you have to match them. Okay, so children, in your homework you have to read the story again and also just do solve this interesting exercise. Okay, so children, I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you for watching the video, and bye bye, take care.